I'm Destiny, and this is Aries, my puppy. Well, I call him a puppy, but he's gonna be 2 years coming up soon. Anyway, the time of year is coming where December 28th, I can celebrate my 2 years of being on YouTube. And it has ended up growing into this hobby that takes up so much of my time that I'm passionate about and I enjoy. And I wanted to thank you guys for sticking around with me and checking out my videos. I know some of you have been following the Fate of Destiny channel for almost that whole 2 years, which is crazy. And to those of you who are newer, welcome to my channel, and I hope that you guys get half of the enjoyment and fulfillment that I get out of making YouTube videos. And one of those opportunities that the YouTube channel has afforded me is being able to go. I went to SHOT Show last year, and it's that time of year again where I'm getting ready to go for SHOT Show 2013. So I am very excited to go again. When I went out to SHOT Show last year, I had a lot of people ask me, well, what is the Fate of Destiny channel all about? You know, what's my mission? And I really didn't start with a mission. It was just like sharing my videos and having fun, going to the range, trying to pick out a firearm, just enjoying learning to shoot. Those of you who have stuck around with my channel for a while, you'll know that sometimes I put out videos that have nothing to do with shooting at all. Like, I might even be singing. It's just, that's what's fun for me, is that the Fate of Destiny channel it's me. It's my creative pursuits. And the more videos that I publish, the more content that I release, the channel has kind of evolved. I would definitely say that most of the videos I do are gun-centric, firearms related, reviews or shooting videos. But it's also a creative endeavor for me. I enjoy, I compose music for the videos, and I do research, and just everything that goes into it is fun for me. One of the neat things that I never anticipated about this hobby is the increasing volume of people, like women and just like newer shooters, who have like sent me PMs and messages voicing that one of the things that they appreciate about my channel is that I am not ex-military or former military or law enforcement, and I don't come from like a spec ops, super tactical, I've been, thousands of hours of training kind of background. I'm more of like your girl next door, so I can give my opinions and my reviews from that perspective. And part of my channel is sharing my journey as a shooter with you guys. So those of you who have hung around since the first shooting videos that I put up, you've seen my progress and my personal growth. And you get to see Aries grow. Actually, the very first night I brought him home, he was in a video. So that's basically, I wanted to say that I'm thankful and I'm appreciative to all you guys who take the time to watch my videos, even when you don't enjoy, a particular vid. I read every comment and every PM, and I have thoroughly enjoyed the interaction with you, and that is a huge part of what keeps me putting out a video every week. On the different social media forums that people follow me, like Twitter or Facebook or YouTube, and also in person, I end up getting a lot of the same questions, like, who is Fate of Destiny, and what's the deal with your channel? Oh my gosh, Aries, really? He's gonna whack me. I know, you're so happy. Oh my gosh. Sorry, he's just ridiculously playful all the time. But anyway, I had someone, Brittany Starr, interviewed me for Women's Outdoor News, and she asked a couple of these same questions that I get asked often. And so I thought I would borrow a little bit of what I talked about in her interview and answer them for you guys. One of those questions is, how did I get started with shooting? Oh my gosh, Aries, really? This is some of the issues of doing a video with my dog. That's why he's not in a whole lot of them. He's very unpredictable. Good boy. Good boy. He's already getting the ear off of that little squirrel. Sorry, Christmas squirrel, you're going down. Some people ask how I got my start shooting, and like a lot of you, I started with my family. Both my parents are former military, and guns have kind of always been around, been, in the household. I learned gun safety as a child, and I'd kind of done a little bit of shooting growing up, but the big thing that got me into shooting was that it was like a family thing. Like my dad would go to the range every weekend, and so to spend time with him, I would go to the range with him and I'd watch him shoot, and I have my big old ear protection on and safety goggles, and I'm sitting in a chair, my feet are dangling off the side because I'm just watching Dad have fun, and it just seemed like such an awesome time that he had on the range, and I loved the time that I got to spend having some like daddy daughter time, and it was just something fun that the two of us could do. And now my whole family shoots. My brother, my sister, and we go together to the range. I rarely go to the range by myself because usually I have at least like my brother or my dad in tow, and when my sister can, she comes with us. But sometimes she still outshoots me on the 22 at least. She's a sharpshooter. And so my dad, I guess I can credit with kind of getting me interested in the sport. And anytime he wanted to go get a new gun, I would like to go with him, and as I got older, I would want to shoot with him more. And eventually, like, I turned 21, and I got my first handgun, which most of you guys already know is the Kimbersys Pro 1911, which is currently my carry piece. That was the last, like, switch to flip, and now it's just, I love it. I love shooting, I love being on the range, I love precision of it, I love challenging myself, and I get the side benefit of the better I get at shooting and handling my carry firearm, the better chances I have at improving my self-defense and being able to survive some kind of self-defense encounter. So talk about an awesome bonus. And it's still like a family activity, so instead of going and watching TV together, like, we go out to the range and shoot. And for me, I just think that's wicked cool. Another one of those questions that I talked about with Brittany that relates to going to the range is she asked me, what do I use for my range bag? And I've tried a couple of different things, but what it is right now is it's actually started off its life as a carry-on bag for travel, but it ends up being super convenient because it's huge. It's got all these different pockets. It's got like 15, 20 something like pockets, and it has wheels, so when I go to the range, and I generally like to spend like 2 or so hours at the range at any given visit, so I bring more than one firearm, and then I keep ammo for multiple trips in there, so I probably have at least a couple boxes of 45, a couple boxes of 9. Lately I've been bringing the 357 out, because it's just fun. So I probably have a box of that in there. Just miscellaneous targets, chamber flags, and I keep a little bottle of oil gun oil, just in case my guns start to run dry. And because it is like the family range bag, in we've got each family member has their own pocket for their own eye pro and ear pro. So I've got my little custom Radians in there, and my Beretta goggles. And then because I like to bring other friends shooting and stuff, I'll have like extra eye pro and ear pro, just on the off chance that somebody else wants to come out shooting and they don't have something with them. Another question that I get frequently about my efforts in YouTube from other YouTubers who are looking to get started, or who are just newer to the gun, gear, knife reviewing kind of community, or to people who are newer to this whole social media advent of producing gun and gear reviews through YouTube, is how much time do I spend on my channel, and what does it take to run it? And for me, I said that this was a hobby, and it definitely is, because it's something I enjoy, but it's not my full-time job. But the YouTube, my channel has gotten to a point where it almost could be considered a second job. I probably spend overall like 40 hours a week working on stuff like I do my research because I like to know what I'm talking about on a subject, and it's not just like read off of a card or a website or something. I mean, I don't consider myself to be an expert, but that's why it's so important for me to do research on a subject before I talk about it, so I can, in good confidence, pass along information. I enjoy every aspect that goes into the producing my videos, and that's why I'm willing to spend so much time on it. No, you can't have that. I don't want you to choke on little pieces that you pull off. The channel ends up being a lot of work between all the hours I spend researching and time at the range and talking to other people and making my preparations for the video, as well as the recording. Believe it or not, I still get camera shy sometimes, where I just sit there like, for like the first like couple of seconds. That has gotten a lot better. Actually, the whole YouTube thing, putting videos of myself out there on the internet for people to criticize or not criticize or celebrate, has done a couple of things for me. A big thing that it has done for me is helped me to deal with and improve myself with my social anxiety. I have grown leaps and bounds in being able to be less shy and just be more relaxed in myself. And I have my involvement with YouTube in large part to thank for that, and my family for being really supportive of that with me and with my YouTube endeavor. I totally appreciate that. And a lot of you other YouTubers and just people watching my videos and commenting who've helped support me in that personal growth as well as like channel growth. That was something that came into play with the videos I did last year for SHOT Show. I had a lot of people ask like, wow, you look so like nervous. What is your problem? Well, I get nervous, especially around a lot of people and sometimes in front of the camera. But that's something that I've gotten a lot better about. And now I feel it allows me to talk to you guys better and interact with you more. So for me, it makes me love what I do here. And I guess that's part of why I don't see making YouTube videos like a job, because I just plain enjoy it. So thank you for spending the time you have watching my videos and commenting and following me on Facebook and Twitter. And to those of you who are going to be at SHOT this year, I look forward to meeting you. So I will be posting where I am updates on Twitter. So if you're there and you happen to catch where I am on a tweet, totally come over, say hello. I would really love to meet you. And for those of you who can't make it, I hope that you enjoy the videos. Happy holidays. Alright, get it. Come here. Come here. Oh my gosh. He's being impossible. Sit. Good boy. Down. Stay. There's a good boy. Okay. Okay. I gotta make sure I'm in frame and he's in frame. Can you
restart this?
Yeah, because we just wasted a minute of footage.